Still talking to the wrong guy, Massa.
Well, I gotta go, and I can't drive with my foot like this. How about you? You look like you could use some fresh air.
I hate fresh air. Why don't you get Vecchio?
Vecchio's on holiday.
Yeah, where?
That club couples place in Mexico.
Vecchio Club Couples? Who with?
Remember that chick he busted last month for passing bad checks?
Oh, man, that's slow. I mean, I grovel once in a while, but to bust a chick for a date? Man has no standards.
What's going on here? I'm talking about a day off with pay.
Yeah, but it's in the country, Lieutenant.
Morning, sir. Ah, constable. Yeah, I want to show you something. What do you see in front of you?
Photographs.
That's America. That is the heartbeat of America. I mean, white picket fences, courtyard in the square, Cracker Barrel in the general store, and all you have to do is give me a ride up there. I'll show you a place where people still care about their neighbors, where you can park your car in the street all night, it'll still be in one piece in the morning. We smell apple pie every day.
Sounds like home. Although, of course, we tended more towards brown lichen tarts than apple pie, but...
Right. Well, we better get a move on. Be in time for the game.
Game, sir?
And it's a beautiful day for baseball here in the Tri-County region. As the greater Williston area, where we don't just produce milk, we produce goodness, wraps up its week-long festival of cheese with a season-ending 3-game series against cross-county rivals, the Corrington Crowns. There's been no love lost between these two teams this year, as Williston has yet to defeat Corrington in regular season play. A season that's been a disaster thus far for the Hawkeyes, with the team rife with dissension, much of it centered around the play of vaunted slugger Kelly Olson. Olson is in the throes of a season-long slump, which, barring a tournament, could end his career.
Love you, son. Love your hairstyle. But I'm telling you, you got to swing at least hard enough to crack an egg.
Hawkeyes manager Huck Bogart, with 2 more victories, would enter the record book as the winningest manager in minor league history.
That's the juice I'm looking for. That's a nice cut.
But amidst rumors that Bogart may not have his contract renewed next year, this may be his last shot at the record book.
Hey, Romeo, we got this thing called practice.
And just about the only bright spot for the Hawkeyes this season has been the play of mid-season acquisition Pete Cosentino, who's played down the stretch and hits like that one. Oh, they tell you you're going to see a lot more of this guy. You know, baseball has its ups and downs, folks. It's just like life. I guess that's why they call it America's pastime.
Sit down, don't move. Shut up! Come on, let's move it! Move it, let's go, let's go!
Hector!
That's 1, 2.
3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Graduates from the police academy, he works a year in Chicago, and he comes up here to Nowheresville to take a sheriff's job. Real waste of some great training.
I wasn't aware you had a brother, sir.
Anyway, he calls me and he's freaking out. It seems there's a crime wave here in Nowheresville. I mean, arson at the local factory, the store's being broken into, somebody's trying to sabotage the local baseball team. Well, after I stopped laughing...
Find this funny, sir?
Yeah, well, after you've seen 14-year-olds killed by hypos, yeah.
Point taken.
It's vandalism. You know, bleachers collapsing, somebody's poisoning the food concession, stuff like that.
But it does sound somewhat serious, sir.
That's why we're here with the pros from Dover. I figure we could wrap this up maybe in an hour. Constable, can I ask for your advice?
My advice, sir?
Yeah, your advice.
If I can help?
If you had somebody you were trying to forgive, no matter how hard you try to forgive them, you just couldn't forgive them, what would you do?
Keep trying, sir.
All right, let's go.
Excuse me, folks. Can we get through here? Yeah, thanks.
Watch your back.
What the hell is going on? The players are walking off the field.
It's been a robbery, Huck. They got the payroll.
And Hector has been hurt.
Who cares? We're ahead 6-1. We forfeit the game.
A man is hurt, Huck.
He's not a man. He's an accountant. Look, we gotta find money. 2 games to 3,000, and I can't win them by myself.
Winston,
Olivia, are you all right?
I'd be a damn sight better if we had a sheriff with some stones.
Hey, I'm gonna do something about that, Olivia.
Thank you for your support, Mr. Mayor.
Look, I've done everything I can for you, Welch. But nobody's going to stand for this anymore. We already lost Johansson's lumber mill to arson. That department store closed after that last robbery. What the hell do you expect me to do? Huh? Keep you on till every business we have is run out of town?
I told you, I called for outside help. Experts in the field.
Yeah.
And your dog's got the bladder the size of a Zeppelin.
Salty food. I can't seem to keep him away from it.
You see something? You get a number?
Yes, I did.
They were heading east out of town. Not that that means anything. Yeah, just have your troopers keep an eye out for me, Walt. Thank you. Harding.
Wilson.
What happened to your foot?
Junkie, Chicago.
Happened to the junkie?
Oh, they had to wire his jaw.
Come.
Sure. So these are your headquarters, huh?
Yeah. Just like the city, only smaller. Bernie, get on out to the truck stop at the interstate, will you? See if anybody saw anything.
You got it, Chief.
Hey, who's that? She's
Deputy. Like a detective, you know, just like the city.
Gentlemen?
There it is. It's the stadium payroll.
And I imagine you'll be wanting to speak with this fellow.
The other 2 got away, but we got a good look at them.
Rusty Barnstead, what have you gotten yourself into this time?
You know this guy? You ever stop crying? He's upset. Yeah. He wasn't upset when he cracked that guy's skull in.
Could I talk to you a minute?
We got guys in Chicago that put out cigarettes on their tongue, they don't flinch. I'll break this.
I walked Rusty to school on his very first day, okay? You know, I live with these people. It's a community. You can't come here and terrorize them.
You called me for help.
And I want your help, but this is Williston. It's not Chicago. You gotta respect that.
You called me for help with your job, okay? I got my methods. If you can live with them, fine, I'll help you out. If not, I'm out of here.
You just haven't outgrown it, have you?
What's that?
Competing with me.
Competing for what?
Everything. For Susie's lesson, for who's gonna be quarterback on the football team, for who can sit on the railroad tracks the longest.
Oh, I always could stay longer.
For Dad's approval.
I never needed his approval.
Oh, no?
No. Let me tell you something. How could I possibly compete with all of this?
I was hoping for more than that, you know? I was hoping that... Forget it.
It turns out that Rusty met the other two men in a bar 3 days before the robbery, and they were looking for a driver who was familiar with the area, so I think we can assume that they were from out of town. I've taken the liberty of removing his belt, his shoelaces, and his wristwatch. And I also took the liberty of placing him into holding cell number 1. And I would respectfully suggest that we get over to the stadium as quickly as possible.
He's Canadian.
Oh. Someone is trying to screw me. Plain and simple.
Whoa, Coach.
Come on, let's go. How many wins did Sal Arpeggio have?
2,973.
That's right!
Watch it.
And Jack McDonough?
2,999.
That's right! Anybody ever go 3,000?
Nobody.
That's right! Nobody! Because that record is mine. Mine! Look! I'm a players are walking out. Well, Jack me running! Get me a coffee.
What?
Coffee! Please?
As you wish, sir.
What the hell is that?
Sorry, sir. His name is Diefenbaker. He's half wolf. Well, as a pup, he was mauled by a wolverine with a goiter. I can only assume that... Well, I think it's the outfit your mascot is wearing seems to have made him relive the event.
And who the hell are you?
Huck. This is Lieutenant Harding Welsh of the Chicago Police Department. And this is Constable Fraser of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. He first came to Illinois on the trail of his father's killer, and for a number of interesting reasons, he's stayed.
Attached as liaison with the Canadian consulate.
You're kidding me.
No, sir, I'm not.
Welsh, you any relation to him?
Yeah, I'm his brother.
Hope you're not as thick as he is, because if you are, we should just start walking backwards now.
Yeah, you keep talking, Mulch.
Okay,
Sir, please. This is a community.
Thank you.
Mr. Bogart, if what I overheard is accurate, you believe that the attacks on the team are directed at you personally? Do you have any reason to believe this?
Yeah, I got a reason. This was on my desk this morning.
You'll never reach 3,000.
2 games left to 3,000. And now I got no team.
Fellas, can I talk to you for a minute, please? Just for a minute. Thank you. Look, I understand how you feel. You hired on here to play baseball, not to be a part of some nightmare sideshow. I understand that. My late husband loved this ball team. And his last wish when he was dying was that we win the pennant. And I promised him we would. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen this year, but there's always the future, right? So I'm asking you, stick with me, please. 2 more games, finish the season, because I have a feeling next year is going to be our year.
Sing us another tune, sweetheart.
We recovered the money. It's in the office.
Fellas, one more thing, your payroll. It's in the office.
Yeah, Kelly, son, need to talk to you in the locker room.
Sure thing, Skipper. You can't sit me down.
Put yourself in my position. You got 2 games left to break the record, and the guy on first is hitting 189. What would you do? You put in Cosentino.
You miserable bastard. You know there's a scout from the Yankees coming to look at me.
Okay, you want to play hardball? Let me show you how to play hardball. They don't have to see you play to know that you're an over-the-hill lump who's hitting 20 points below his own body weight. Them's the breaks. That's baseball.
Fraser, I gotta get off this foot.
We can go out to my spread.
It's a beautiful setting for a spread.
Oh, yeah, nice spread.
Leave them. He has a phobia about pink flamingos. There it is. Very nice. Beautiful woodwork.
It's a little small.
Well, I got plans to build something, you know, but, well, you got a big place in Chicago.
Nah. Just about same size.
Well, I'll get the mug book.
Is this your father, sir?
Yeah.
Looks very proud.
It was the proudest day of his life. It's when Wilson graduated from the police academy. When I graduated, he couldn't make it.
He was sick that day.
If there was a 2-for-1 sale at the liquor store, he would have been there on a stretcher.
Come on, Harding. Give him a break, huh? He's an old man now. He's broken down. He's sick. Just let it go.
I let him go a long time ago.
Here's the mug book.
Mug book? This is a mug page. You got a crime wave going here and you got no criminals?
Got no criminals, because I've done a damn good job here for the last 20 years.
Yeah, well, maybe me and Fraser go back to Chicago then, let you handle it by yourself.
Constable, you
No, not at all.
Now, look, I'm 2 years from retirement. I'm about to lose my job. I don't mind telling you, it scares the hell out of me. And I thought you might want to help. But if all you want to do is make fun of what a small-town loser I am, well, then why don't you go on back to your big-time cop shop? Going for a walk.
Sir, I've been thinking.
This better have something to do with baseball.
Oh, of course. It occurs to me that since this is a small town and news travels fast, that our presence here is likely known. I think we should consider the introduction of a third party unknown to the town who could infiltrate the clubhouse and report to us from the inside.
And that would be?
Ace Leary.
Man, I've gone to some lengths to ditch a date, but this is new.
The relationship didn't work then, I take it?
The plane barely touched down in Acapulco, and she took up with this guy who was selling ponchos on the street.
So you didn't get the girl then?
Yeah. Got this poncho.
It's very fetching.
You realize I haven't swung a bat in years, Fraser.
You used to work out with the Cubs, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Well, they're only looking for someone who can hit 380.
380?
Mm-hmm.
They think I can hit 380?
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead.
Oh, no, you can do it. It's sort of like riding a bicycle. You never really forget, do you?
Look, I was exaggerating, Fraser. I was embellishing. Haven't you ever exaggerated or embellished?
No. And in any case, it's only for a couple of games. The main thing is that you find the saboteur. And if you really don't want to play, I'm sure the manager will come up with some excuse to keep you on the bench.
What are you saying? I can't cut it? I can cut it.
Name's Bubba Dean. Welcome to the funhouse.
It's sacred.
So, you're the hot shot from the Great White North, eh? Where'd you play?
Moose Jaw.
Huck says you've been hitting 380. What do they throw up there anyway? Curveballs, sliders, fastball, forkballs?
Mostly snowballs.
Well, down here they throw heat.
Ace Leary? Tony Lake, Action Sports. Ace Leary, somewhat of a mystery man signed out of the Canadian League. Ace, are you concerned at all about fitting in with this new league so late in the season?
I just want to go out there and help the team any way I can. Look, can I put some clothes on for this?
Don't worry, sweetheart. Unless, of course, you Canadians have something I haven't already seen.
You know, I'm going to take it, you know, game by game and go out there and do my best and try not to play with myself. I mean, play within myself.
If you want to buy the team, you better show me the color of your green, Buster. There's a lot of towns out there like to have the Hawkeyes.
Olivia, let's be honest. The team is practically bankrupt. I'm just trying to bail you out and give the town a boost at the same time.
No, you're not.
You're trying to screw me. Well, go ahead, Buster, because...
Come in. Constable Fraser, what a nice surprise.
Ma'am?
This is Winston Colquhoun, our mayor.
Ah, pleased to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
The mayor and I were just discussing a business transaction.
So I heard.
Oh, well, you know, small towns. We know everybody. We can speak frankly.
Yes, it's true. Although, you know, I have heard young ladies on the streets of Chicago discussing business deals in very similar terms.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. You're from Canada.
Well, yes, sir, I am.
Yeah, I love it up there. As a matter of fact, the council and I were just talking about the possibility of setting up a cultural exchange with Medicine Jaw.
The Medicine Hat?
Yeah, that's the place. We could send them a couple blocks of Illinois cheese, and they could send us some beaver meat or something in return.
Oh, I'm sorry. Diefenbaker feels a particular kinship with the beaver. It's as if we were discussing, well, eating a member of the family.
I see.
Constable Fraser is here with a team of Chicago detectives.
Oh, you're the pros that Welch brought down.
But that is correct, yes.
How's it going?
We have some very good leads, and we're confident that we will be able to apprehend the men who stole the payroll.
Good. It's about time we got some decent police work in this town. I'm glad to meet you. Oh, hey, listen, you want a block of cheese? You just call my office.
Oh, thank you kindly. You know, oddly, I have been thinking about cheese lately.
Yeah.
So, you are going to put a stop to this, aren't you?
Well, we are trying our best, ma'am. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Shoot.
You were considering selling the team?
Well, I'm in negotiations.
My mother's got a better swing than that. She's been dead 20 years.
Could do it that way.
I think my arm's broken. Hey, Birdbrain, you got $10?
Sure, Huck.
All right. Call Chab and get Romeo to the hospital. What the hell happened?
Someone must have been screwing with the machine.
You're kidding me. Would that be what made a pitching machine change into a Gatling gun?
What is that?
That's sarcasm, Ace.
That's what I thought.
It would appear that there's a crucial gear missing.
There's gonna be some heads missing some gears, too. I don't find out who did this. Woody! You were in early. Who did this?
It was fine this morning, Huck. Domingo, Costantino, and Anderson all took BP.
Olson!
Yes, Skipper?
You're back in the lineup. Let's see if you can remember how to hit a baseball.
You did this to me, huh?
What the hell for?
Get your place back in the lineup?
You're full of crap, Costantino.
Boys.
You like Olson for this?
Got work to do.
Well, he does seem to have motive, although I fail to see how he could have predicted that the injury would fall to Cosentino.
Timing. Constantino was first up after lunch. Everybody knew that.
All right, Jack. Thank you. So what have you been doing?
I have been talking to people, Harding.
You get information that way?
Usually.
Oh, what'd you get this time?
Not much.
Well, I picked up a phone with a certain tone of voice, and my guy on the other end jumped. Turns out that gray cake car was stolen in Chicago the night before the robbery. We found it on the south side this morning. I got the mug books coming over. These guys were pros, they might be in the system. That's what I've been doing.
You looking for something?
All these lockers, they look the same.
Yeah, that's probably why Kelly has that big-ass picture of himself on his.
Oh, yeah. This is the gear, right?
Yes, it is. It's odd he would leave it in his locker, though.
Well, so he's a doofus. Olson's still got to be our man.
You know, I've known Kelly a long time. He's done a lot of good for the town, you know, always been there for charity work.
So what are you trying to say? A guy does charity, can't have a little ambition?
No, but I don't think he'd hurt anybody.
Well, then we'll eliminate him as a suspect, all right?
Look, all I'm saying is that I think we ought to move slowly, you know? He's a very popular guy in the community.
All right, but the way I work it is you have motive and means, you have some evidence, you pick the guy up. Now, what's it gonna be?
We're picking up.
How the hell am I supposed to win the game? Olson's not much, but he's all I got, and you got him sitting in a cell.
That's where you go when you break the law, Huck.
Come on, it was a prank.
It was a prank that could have resulted in someone's death.
You grow up in a public service announcement. Olson didn't get to the clubhouse till 5 minutes before practice. No way he could have fixed that machine.
Can he prove it?
He was with me all morning.
Doing what?
Contract negotiations.
Are you seriously suggesting that Kelly Olson is responsible for all this sabotage?
He's got an alibi. Let him play ball.
You know, I think, I mean...
He had motive, he had opportunity. He goes in front of the judge.
Wilson?
He goes in front of the judge.
Welch, if you continue to hold this man, I'll have your badge.
Well, you have my badge, then.
Shots from Chicago. Assuming that Kelly's alibi holds up, we can conclude that he was framed. And it's likely that whoever framed him is behind the other acts of sabotage, shall we?
Oh, that's one of them, right here. Alvin Kapinka. You got a fax machine?
Heads up. That's him.
Well. What do you know? They carpool. Very nice.
You know what the real cause of air pollution is?
What's that?
Not cars. Lawnmowers.
Hey, watch where you're going, jerk!
Chicago PD. Don't move.
How do you do?
Get out of the car.
Huh?
Get out.
Got a permit for this?
Yeah, I do.
Power moors?
Sheriff Welsh.
May I speak with Lieutenant Welsh, please?
Yeah, go ahead, detective.
Lieutenant, we got Kapinka and his buddy, Bobby Letourneau, and one of them was carrying a phone number written on a coaster from the Chiltingham Hotel in Chicago, but the number is in your area code.
Yeah?
It's a payphone at the Williston Ballpark.
Is it 555-0104?
Yeah.
It's the phone in the concourse outside of Olivia's office. I have a head for figures.
It's Olivia.
Does she have a motive?
Yeah, I think I can come up with one.
What? Oh, Wolf, you are so needy around women.
Just Olivia and I...
Yeah, I rest my case. Mr. Pruill, you're working today. You must be feeling better.
Got plenty to do, so I thought I might as well come in and work, because you don't lie in bed and worry about it.
Where's Olivia?
Chicago.
Do you know when she'll be back?
Nope. Never tells me. Keeps the suite at the Chiltingham, though. You can try her there.
Fraser!
And as the Hawkeyes take the field, fans, let me remind you about Sunday's cheese sculpting contest and...
They're gonna play me, Fraser. They're gonna put me in the game.
Well, Ray, you can do this. You can. It'll be just like that time you worked out with the Cubs.
Look, Fraser, that was a fantasy camp.
I don't understand.
Look, you pay $1,000, you go down to Florida with the heavy equipment salesman with the big gut and the mutual funds guy with the socks and the sandals and the guy had no muscles. The guy had like tubes for him. So the guy with the big gut and the socks and the sandals.
All right, now, just keep your eye on the ball. Keep the ball in front of you. Keep your glove in front of the ball. You relax, you let muscle memory take over, and above all, you must try not to think.
Yeah, not thinking, that's what got me into this, Fraser. Hey, you know what they call third base?
The hot plate?
No, the hot corner. You know why they call it that?
I have no idea.
Well, neither do I, but it does not sound good.
Ray.
Oh, dear. Have they got a first baseman?
Certainly.
All right. What's his name?
Who?
The first baseman. What's his name?
Certainly.
Sheriff.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Hi, Homer. Hey, you remember how Dad used to take us to the Cubs games?
Yeah, I remember he used to drop us off at the gate and give the ushers a few dollars to look after us. Then he'd come back and pick us up at the end of the game and drive home hammering out of his mind.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't want to remember that.
Look, I know he was a lousy father, and he treated us hard.
Hard on you? There's nothing I could do to please that guy. Every other day he was telling me how you were his only real son.
And every other day he told me how you were his only real son. Gotta forgive him, Hardy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. It's Olivia. Get it home. I go alone. I owe her this. I'm gonna bring her in myself. I know how to handle her. I hear you're thinking of selling.
That's none of your business.
Well, what, you stuck for the lease on the stadium, huh? Is that why you're sabotaging your own team?
What do you want?
Well, maybe you're trying to cash in on the force majeure clause in your insurance policy.
All right, we got our confession.
Do you mind?
Is this your brother?
Harding Olivia.
Boy, your parents must have been waiting in the shallow end of the gene pool.
Yeah, well, it's still way uptown from the tree you fell out of.
Hey.
Oh. Do you have any proof or evidence or any of those legal kinds of things that usually go with these conversations, Wilson? Or did you just want to see me again, lover? Look, I don't have a lease on the stadium. My late moron of a husband bought the thing. I own it. So now I have to sell the team with the stadium, or I'm going to be stuck with a chunk of property that's not worth a bucket of warm spit. So listen, you fellas want to talk to me? You know where to find me.
And the Hawkeyes are just one out away from victory.
Well, actually,
if they can hang on
he's
here,
half wolf.
tomorrow, Huck Bogart will hit that magic 3,000 mark. But right now, they've got to get through the meat of the Corrington order. And Ace Leary may be about to find out why they call it the hot corner.
Yeah. Fred, you hear that? It's called the hot corner.
Leary! The other way, dude!
Yeah.
Lieutenant, turns out this Letourneau guy has an alias. He also goes by the name of Donnie Pruill.
The bookkeeper.
Is his uncle.
Count the seams. Count the seams. Count the seams.
I'm a good
Never gonna hear the end of this.
wasn't gambling. I swear to God I wasn't.
We trust you, Hector, okay? We know you're a compulsive gambler, but I know that you are a scrupulously honest bookkeeper.
Yeah, right. Telephone company records for that payphone outside your office list 200 calls to a certain bookie in New Jersey. How do you explain those calls?
I can't. Unless someone wanted to frame me for the robbery. Hire my good-for-nothing nephew, make it look like I was taking the money.
Yeah, right. The simple thing is you did it.
I think there's a problem with that, Lieutenant.
And what's that?
Well, he may have committed the robbery in order to cover his tracks, that is, if he was embezzling from the team, but he had absolutely no motive for committing the other acts of vandalism.
You mean that'd be a separate thing?
Possibly, although I do think that all of the crimes are related and that they revolve around the sale of this team and of the stadium. Furthermore, they all seem to share a certain pattern, or what you would call an M.O.
And what's that?
Modus operandi.
Exactly. In each scenario, we have a plausible suspect and ample evidence to point to them.
So it's got to be someone on the inside.
Someone who could move about inconspicuously.
Oh, man. We know it's you. Now, why'd you do it?
Huck. Well, you saw how he treats me.
Big deal. You wouldn't be the first guy I worked twice as hard to get noticed half as much. Get over it.
He stole Olivia.
You and Olivia? Huck and Olivia? Kelly and Olivia? He's just a kid.
So you did it for revenge?
Oh, that was just the icing. I was getting paid.
Well, here we have it, folks, the final game of the season. Now, just a reminder to all the fans here at the stadium, please remain seated after tonight's game for the big fireworks display. Now, please, won't you join me and rise for the national anthem sung by our very own Tony Lay.
Oh, say, can you see?
Okay, let's have a look at your stance.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Ray, you are a pull hitter. So you need to close up your stance. You lay off anything that's away. You make them come to you. Wait till it's in your wheelhouse, high and in. And you have to protect the plate, so lean forward. Your lower body forward. Now, that'll do. Ready?
What on God's earth was that, Fraser?
Cut fastball, I believe they call it. Ray, this time, don't even try to hit the ball. Just watch it as it comes in and try to count the rotation of the seams as they come towards you.
Count the rotations of the seams. Fraser, I can't even see it. It's a blur.
Oh, sure you can. What are you talking about? It's a strike on the corner. Oh, great. Blind and deaf.
The Hawkeyes come to bat in the bottom of the ninth, trailing 6-3 with the bottom part of the order coming to the plate.
Excuse me.
It is going to take some kind of miracle to pull this one out of the fire.
Excuse me. Welch, you getting ready for your retirement?
I don't think so, Mayor.
Always better to plan ahead, Wilson.
As you did, sir.
We've been checking out your land deals, Mr. Mayor. Seems you picked up that burnt-out lumber mill, the warehouse, and the store.
I bought some worthless property to help out some friends.
Worthless property that coincidentally adjoins the land this stadium sits on.
Which you're also trying to buy.
What do you say?
Well, essentially that as mayor, you've had access to information that makes this parcel of land extremely valuable, and that you resorted to criminal activity in order to acquire it. And we've spoken to Woody.
I don't have to listen to this.
I think that would be a confession.
Well, I'm not sure it would stand up technically in a court of law, sir, but I think in substance we can certainly infer that he...
Guys.
Oh, understood.
Bubba Dean, with 3 strikeouts on the night, steps in.
Come on, Bubba, come on, boy.
Baldini looks in for the sign. And in the windup, kicks and deals. Oh, he drilled Dean with a high hard one.
See, boys, that's what I mean by taking one for the team. Way to go, Bubba!
Batsman in a row. I guess the Hawkeyes will take base runners any way they can get them here at this point. They've loaded the bases with 2 out, down 6-3 in the bottom of the 9th. And I guess you could say the pressure is on mystery man Ace Leary as he makes his way to the plate.
Hey! Go get him, boy!
All right, hold it.
How do you plan to get away with this?
You're my ticket out of here.
Leary steps back in, goes into that unorthodox stance. Baldini looks in, winds, and delivers.
Strike one! Strike! Are you out of your mind? Ah!
Well, 2 for the price of 1. The 3 of us, we're going to leave.
How did you ever get elected mayor?
You never got my vote.
Nice shot, brother.
Thanks.
High and in, and it's ball 3.
No, I'm trying.
Yeah, I know.
Count the seams. 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 Count the seams.
The season comes down to this. Man against man. A dream on the line.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at how I'm getting that really good extension. How I'm seeing the ball. How I'm seeing the ball really good. It's like actually I am the ball. Look at that.
Oh, we gotta go.
I'm only staying 5 minutes.
That's fine. How's the foot?
Good. That's the last time I kick a waste paper basket.
I thought it was a junkie.
Wow, that sounded better. What's in the package?
A 2-speed reversible cordless weed weasel.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Dad's been in that building drinking for 25 years. Last time he saw grass was on the U.S. Open on ESPN. What was it last year? A power sander, right? You're in denial.
I am not.
You are.
I am not. Sir, I'm sure it's a wonderful gift. Although, as a rule, I'm not sure it's a great idea to give power tools to alcoholics.
True enough.
Sir, if I may. You know, he is your father. He's your only father, and there are probably sides to him that you don't know about. I only say this because I had a father, my only father, and... Well, my advice to you is not to wait until he's dead to discover those sides. It tends to be somewhat disorienting.
Constable.
Yes, sir.
Giving advice to your elders is...
Unbecoming?
Unbecoming.
Understood.
Okay, who wants to see it again? Oh, you gotta love this wolf. Okay, check out the stance.